The janitor dumped dozens of venomous snakes into the pool while the man swimming remained oblivious. The janitor watched with satisfaction as the snakes rapidly swam towards the man before leaving. He had only taken a couple of steps when he noticed one last snake wedged in a crevice of the bucket. Glancing at the chatting security guards, he saw they weren't paying attention to him. Cleverly, he tipped the bucket into the water, and the final snake quickly slithered out, making a beeline for the man. Just as the man was about to surface for air, the snake suddenly lunged at him. The guards, seeing this, swiftly pulled him out of the pool. But by this point, the venom had already begun coursing through his body, and he soon passed out. The guards hurriedly called for help, surprised when an ambulance arrived just as they exited the gate. In their urgency, the guards failed to notice anything amiss and hastily loaded the man onto the stretcher. Little did they know, these paramedics were all imposters who couldn't even perform a basic serum injection. Yet somehow, the guards remained oblivious. As they were carrying the man to the ambulance, the real paramedics arrived. Only then did the guards realize something was wrong. Seeing their plan exposed, the fake medics pulled out a sharp knife, successfully forcing the guards to back off. They took the man to an abandoned warehouse, but they weren't kidnappers. They were a group of poor souls who had lost loved ones. It turned out this celebrity heartthrob was actually a serial killer. Just days before, he had brazenly held a press conference, not only publicly revealing his murderer identity to everyone, but also writing a book detailing how he had brutalized dozens of women. The book was titled, "I Am a Murderer." On the surface, John claimed he wrote the book as penance and to prevent more women from becoming victims. In reality, he understood the statute of limitations. After 15 years, the law couldn't touch him. That's why he dared to appear so boldly in the public eye, sharing his expert killing methods for all to experience the thrill of the slaughter. Even more shocking was that the book's content was so realistic. It sold hundreds of thousands of copies on the first day. John got filthy rich, and with his handsome looks, gained a horde of fans. TV stations, desperate for ratings, even invited John to tape an interview show. Jack, the cop who had fruitlessly hunted him for 15 years, was also on the guest list. But the show had barely started when Jack dropped a bombshell. He claimed John wasn't the real killer at all, just a fraud riding the hype to sell books. Because in his writing, John never mentioned the 11th case. John retorted that the final case was just a copycat. Amid the heated debate, the host connected a caller. A man claiming to be Mike declared that he was the true murderer, stunning the victims' families and fans alike. Who do you think is the killer? This movie is called I Am a Murderer. I recommend checking out the original film.